It was a cold and misty evening when little Mimi, a playful kitten, wandered too far from home. She had been chasing a bright red butterfly, leaping over fences and running through bushes until suddenly the butterfly disappeared and Mimi found herself in a strange dark alley. Mimi's tiny heart pounded. The street was empty and shadows stretched along the walls. "Where am I?" she whispered. Just then, she heard a rustling sound behind her. Her fur stood on end. Was someone following her? She turned around and saw two glowing eyes staring at her. A big, scruffy stray cat stepped forward, licking its lips. Well, what do we have here? A lost little kitten?" The cat sneered. Mimi stepped back, her paws trembling. Before the cat could move closer, a deep, strong bark echoed through the alley. "Leave her alone," growled a big brown dog, stepping between Mimi and the stray cat. The cat hissed and darted away into the night. Mimi looked up at her rescuer, her eyes wide with fear and relief. Thank you," she stammered. The dog wagged his tail. "I'm Bruno. What are you doing here all alone?" "I got lost." Mimi's voice quivered. Bruno looked around. The streets were dark, and the wind howled through the buildings. "It's not safe here. I'll help you find your home." Mimi followed Bruno closely as they walked through the unfamiliar streets. Suddenly, loud footsteps echoed behind them. Mimi's ears twitched. Was that the stray cat again, or something worse? Bruno stopped, sniffing the air. "Hide," he whispered. Mimi quickly slipped into a small crate while Bruno stood tall, facing the shadows. A group of wild dogs appeared, growling. "This is our territory," one of them snarled. Bruno stood firm. "We don't want trouble. We're just passing through." The wild dogs circled, but Bruno's strong stance made them hesitate. Then, a car's headlights flashed down the alley, and the wild dogs scattered into the darkness. "Let's go, quickly," Bruno said. They ran until they reached a quiet street. Mimi suddenly gasped, "That's my house!" She ran toward the big red door with a tall mango tree in the yard. Her owner rushed outside. "Mimi, where have you been?" she cried, scooping her up. Mimi looked back at Bruno, her eyes shining with gratitude. "Bruno saved me," Bruno smiled. True friends always help in tough times. As the door closed, Bruno trotted away into the night, knowing he had helped someone in need. Mimi watched from the window, knowing she had found a friend for life.